YouTube is full of doom and gloom right now in crypto. Bitcoin has hit weekly low. Oil fears started shaking the market, and suddenly here comes the analysts all over again. And this time they're screaming Bitcoin to 10,000 US dollars. We've heard it before and we will hear it again. And today I'm going to show you why this happens every single cycle and why it's never the full story. Because right now, what looks like fear to most people could actually be opportunity.
I am not a financial advisor. This video is based solely on my opinion on what I'm personally doing in this market. I also want to let you know that some of the links below and in the descriptions are affiliate links, meaning I may get a commission, but it will be at no extra cost to you. Please remember that under no circumstances will I ever contact you and ask you for investments. You can confirm all of my real social media handles in the description and also at milkshakematty.com. This content is for educational and entertainment only, and I'm not a financial advisor.
Before we dive in, a quick heads up. This Wednesday, April the 8th, I'm going to be going live and I'm going to be attempting to give away 15,000 US dollars to one of you guys out there. This is part of the Freedex live quiz show event. And honestly, it's one of the coolest things that I've ever been involved in. I'm actually hosting this event myself and I'll be the quiz master live on the night. And we're doing it over on their Twitch channel. So jump onto Twitch, search for Freedex Exchange and come and be part of it. You can come and join the stream, you can take part in the quiz, and if you make it through, you could walk away with some serious money. And honestly, I'd love to see as many of you there as possible supporting what's going on, because I want to see somebody from this community walk away with 15,000 US dollars live. And just so you know, to actually be up on the screen with a chance of winning that $15,000, you must be registered. So go ahead, click the link in the description and go and get yourself signed up. And that's it. Then you'll be set, not just for this massive giveaway, but for the next one that they've got planned coming up as well. I'll drop the Freedex Twitch link and the registration link down there in the description of this video. Make sure you're signed up because only registered users can enter any of the competitions that they do. And this isn't a one-off either. They've done these before and there's going to be more coming up. So get involved, show up, and let's see if one of you can take away some of that money on one of their streams, either this week or the ones in the future. Now let's talk about what's actually going on, because Bitcoin drops a bit, markets get a little bit nervous, and suddenly the loudest voices online are calling for a disaster. 10K Bitcoin, market collapse, and crypto is finished. But here's the reality. There is always an analyst ready to tell you that we are doomed. Every dip, every correction, every bit of uncertainty. And the crazy thing is, these voices get louder when prices go lower. They don't get quieter. Let me ask you something. Go back through history. Every major Bitcoin crash, every brutal bear market, every moment where people said this is the end, what happened next? Bitcoin didn't just recover. It went on to hit new all-time highs. 2013 crash, recovered. 2017 crash, recovered. COVID crash, recovered. 2022 bear market, recovered. And not just recovered, they exploded to new all-time highs. So when you see a headline saying Bitcoin to 10,000 US dollars again, you have to ask yourself this. Is this something new that they're trying to tell us? This narrative that they're spinning, is this a new tact? Or is this just the same fear cycle repeating again and again and again? And if you've been around the block like me, you've seen this over and over again, except for the longer you're in the market, the less you fall for it. The problem isn't the market. The problem is how people react to it. When prices are high, everyone feels like a genius. When prices drop, suddenly it's panic stations. And that's when people make their worst decisions. Selling at the bottom, freezing and doing nothing, or worse, exiting completely. But there's one behavior I see all the time that destroys portfolios. People don't just sell, they freeze. They sit there, watching the price drop, telling themselves, I'll wait and see what happens. I don't want to catch a falling knife. And on the surface, that sounds smart. But what actually happens for most people is they do absolutely nothing. The price will bottom, it'll start to recover, then it'll move higher. And all of a sudden, those same people are saying, I wish I bought there. I knew that was a good price. Why didn't I buy? Or, oh my God, I've missed it again. This is one of the biggest traps in crypto. Not losing money, but missing the opportunity to buy it when it's cheaper. Because let's be honest, most people don't fail because they buy bad assets. They fail because they don't act when the opportunity is right in front of them at the right price. There are two types of people in this market. The ones who talk about buying the dip and the ones that actually do it. Everybody loves the idea of buying cheap crypto, especially cheap Bitcoin. But when it's actually cheap, that doesn't feel comfortable when you're down there. It feels risky, it feels uncertain, and it feels uncomfortable. That's why so few people actually do it. But here's the truth. The money is made in those uncomfortable moments, not when everything feels safe, not when everybody on YouTube is feeling bullish, and not when the charts look perfect, but when there is fear everywhere. And that is what I'm seeing right now all across social media. So if Bitcoin did go lower from here, that's not something to fear. That's something to prepare for, because what are people always saying at the top? I wish I'd bought it earlier when it was cheaper. Well, guess what? This is what earlier feels like. It doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't feel obvious, and it feels uncomfortable. That's why most people miss it. The truth is, it's never as bad as the headlines make it. Never. It never is. And even if we did go deeper into a drop, that just means we're getting access to better prices. And these are the prices that people have been dreaming of. People that in August, when we was at 124,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, if you said to them, would you like it below $70,000, they would have been telling you that they'll sell everything. They'll sell the car. They won't eat anymore. They're going to put all their money into Bitcoin. Well, guess what? We're here. Are you doing that? Are those people that wish they could have been getting it cheaper, are they doing that today? The truth is, they're not. It's the same people buying that were buying the last time it was a bear market or the last time it was a major dip. The ones that have structure and the ones that have conviction. So next time you see an article saying Bitcoin to 10,000 US dollars, don't panic, zoom out, understand the cycle, and remember, the people shouting the loudest during the fear are usually the ones who missed the last run. And that includes influencers on YouTube. Don't be that person this time. If you enjoyed this, please drop me a comment down below. Make sure you hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. And if you see the hype button below my face, please press it. It's free and it absolutely massively helps the algorithm. And don't forget, Wednesday, the 8th of April, there is a $15,000 prize on the line. There's a link in the description. Get yourself registered and get yourself involved. And also a quick one. There is a brand new episode of the UK Crypto Podcast that came out on Friday at 7 p.m. I'll link the playlist right at the end of this video so you can dive straight in after this finishes. And trust me, this isn't just a Zoom call style podcast online. This is a full professional studio setup with proper production, cameras and sound. Go check it out. I appreciate every single one of you that made it to the end of this video. I'll see you on the next one. And remember this, the strength of the wolf is in the pack.